Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here. In this video, we're going to be talking about this Umushroom coupon 100-day, an expiring item that as of time recording is going for around 60 US dollars. That's almost close to $100 in my home currency of Singapore as well. I'm going to be shedding some light of why people are paying so much for an item that expires in 100 days. So you spend the money, 100 days later, your item is totally gone. Why are people paying so much? It's not as if it's just one or two items. If you look over here in the trade history, you can see that people are buying it 9 minutes ago, 22 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, 2 hours. There's a lot of transactions all going at around the same price. So the question is, why is this worth so much? So the key to understand this is an idea of the value this product provides you. Can you break even with the cost? So now that we come with a break even cost, the perspective, things start to make a lot of sense. So having that in context, what exactly is this Umushroom coupon? This Umushroom coupon actually gives you a lot of stats. It's basically a super godlike pet that allows you to buff yourself. It also gives you a lot of other stuff. So if I go into the NFT items and you select utility, you select pet, and then let me just do the filtering for you. For here, all I just need to do is select on these sites over here, utility and pet. And you see all of these skills over here on the site. That Umushroom has almost practically all of them. And the one that is really valuable is auto buff as well as magnet effect. I will show you in a bit as well what they do, but let me just show you in comparison the price. So relatively speaking, for a random pet, a random other normal pet, a permanent one, it goes for around 800k. For about 6 times the price, you can get a 100-day coupon for everything. But let me just show you first the auto buff. Auto buff, meaning that your skills, you don't have to manually press the button, you can cast it automatically. The auto buff pet goes for 500 plus, not caring what other stat it has, because every single pet has a random ability. If you look at the skills, they each come with a unique random skill set that they have. So now we are just filtering for this auto buff skill. The minimum price goes for 5.6 million, which is more than the 100-day coupon. Now, the part that is really crazy is the magnet effect. I will show you what both of them do in a bit as well to show you how OP, and then I will run you through the numbers as well. I did a calculation the entire day today, just farming with the thing and seeing whether we can actually break even. So if I filter here the magnet effect, the minimum cost, and now some of you start to understand why, the minimum cost of owning a magnet pet, although arguably it's permanent, costs 50 million, almost 12 times, about 12 times the price, 13 times the price of the coupon, which means you need to play for about 1,300 days in order for you to even have the cost. But of course, justifiably, these have they don't have depreciation because your 100-day coupon eventually goes to zero. You burn the cash away. If you're playing for a long term, these are definitely worth it. But that's beyond the point of this video. Now I'm going to show you in game what exactly they look like so you can understand the value. And I'll run the math with you as well. 100 days, remember, the Umushroom coupon. So over here, you can see I have 3 lovely pets over here. And I'm going to show you what they do. So for example, if I run out of my skills, you can see here, I try to click them away and they automatically come back without me having to press any button at all. And that is done through the auto buff. You can see I have this pet over here. It's not the Umushroom because I don't 100% believe in a depreciating asset. Generally, I am a finance major myself. So for here, you can see under skills, the second last skill is auto buff. So this allows me to get Holy Symbol and Advanced Blessing buffed for me automatically. So that's really nice. So every time I just try to click cancel, it comes back. I don't have to press 2 buttons. Some of you may feel like it's a bit of a luxury to spend like $100 just for 2 buttons. But at the end of the day, it does reduce the amount of complexity, especially when you're boss fights. You have too many skills to press. Sometimes it gets a bit confusing. Having something that offloads your burden, in a sense, might be useful to some people, I guess. Not everyone might use it, but I'm just mentioning. The next one, of course, is this one here, which is a magnet effect that I have. Blue Sea Thorn here with a magnetic effect. This costs quite a bit of money. It's almost $1,000 in my home currency as well as of time of recording. So let me just show you how useful it is, and then I'll run the math whether it actually makes sense to get this magnet effect, that Umushroom. Most people that get the pet are going for that magnet effect. Not really so much the auto buff, but the auto buff is a very strong additional bonus as well. So let me just demonstrate. Let's go into a random map over here. The first one that I see, and I'll show you exactly the power of this. So all I just need to do is, let's say I'm doing my hitting runs. Let me just try to get them one shot them. So you can see, just notice all the Nesos that are dropping. All of them are automatically being sucked in by the pet. So normally you have to walk up to the space and press Z. This makes it very easy to do your rotations because you are not losing any Mesos, you're just going around. And I don't even worry about the ones that I miss, because as I do my rotations, the Mesos just get sucked in as I do my rotations. So there's nothing to be missed. So as you can see, all I'm just doing is just going one rotation. They all get sucked in. So, okay, now I've shown you enough. Let's run a bit of the math, right? How does it actually make sense? So I spent an entire day farming already. Let me just go into a quiet, nice tree here. I spent the entire day farming, and what is the result? If let's say you have a 100-day coupon that depreciates every day, you lose 1% of its value. You have to actually farm, let's just say it has to give you at least 4.7, 4.8 mil divided by 100, which means on average, you need to get 48k Mesos a day to justify its value. So 50,000 Mesos a day. If you look at this, the Nesolets that I farmed just today alone is 800,000 plus with the magnet. I didn't press a single loot button. I didn't need to loot anything at all today. Everything was automatic, and I get 100k a day. So in roughly 7 days, I break even with my costs. 7 days, maybe if the event is off and stuff like that. Or even if the event is off, maybe double that. 14 days, I get the entire pet back. And then you have another 60 days free to get you auto vacuum, auto buff. It is a depreciating asset, but you get a lot of value back, especially if you're playing for the next 3 months. Definitely something worth it. It's single-handedly, this little guy over here is single-handedly the best thing that quality of life can bring. And that's why people are paying $1,000 in my home currency, 600 plus US dollars for this pet as well. It's the value that it brings. Of course, there are other alternatives of you trying to get around this. For example, if you try to find both the magnet effect and the auto buff in one pet, it's going to be very, very expensive. So the Umushroom is like a top tier. It has everything in one, but you don't really need everything in one particular pet. So in my opinion, it's okay to split it out as what I did, to put the Sunny Thorn over here as the auto buff and one magnet effect. But of course, it's up to you. I'm just giving suggestions. I'm just educating you why people are spending that amount of money. The math does make a lot of sense, as you can see. You just need 50k a day to break even with the cost as you're looting. Of course, if you farm, on average, I farm about 100k Mesos per hour, Nesolets per hour. So if I spend, for example, 8 hours, I get 800k. If there's no double Mesos or whatever, not maybe it's halved or something, then it's about 1 hour you get 50k. So 1 hour a day, you break even with the cost. Especially if you're playing a bit longer, it's definitely a worthwhile investment. Do consider it. But anyways, I don't own that pet, so I'm not exposed in that market. I'm just telling you and sharing with you my honest opinion. Anyways, guys, if you like this content and you want to know more of what I'm trading, what I'm buying as well, you can check out the member section on the channel as well. It will really, really help the channel survive as well. We are a tiny channel, but we give a lot of content as well, free too. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Check out one of these 2 other videos. Bye bye now.